What is up, everybody? How about the A's, huh? How about the A's taking 2 of 3 in New York? I mean, what a win. Jeffrey Springs. Asher, all right, now let's sweep the Mets. Well, you got to remember, Asher, no Rooker. No Rooker's a big deal, guys. Zach Geloff is getting brought up, but having no Rooker is a huge deal. It is a huge, huge deal. Senior, yep. Sacramento. Were they really trying to chant that at the game the other night? Senior, I got a poll question up for you guys. I want to find out who who should lead off. Let's see if you guys can see that. All right. Leadoff hitter. There should be a poll right in front of you. Who should lead off for the A's? Should it be Nick Kurtz? Should it be Lawrence Butler? Should it be there it is. Should it be Jacob Wilson? Jeff McNeil? There's the poll. Check it out. Let me know what you think. It's a big deal right there. Rooker has been mid anyway, but he's still that middle of the lineup guy. He still caused that threat, right? He wasn't mid in that one at bat against New York when he got the sac fly done, BBQ. He wasn't mid when he hit the bomb against, who was it? Against Houston, the 2 bombs, he wasn't mid. He still is that guy that can win games with his bat. He did that several times last year. And he's also really the only veteran presence we have in the clubhouse, BBQ. He's so much more than just what you think. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. Sure, his numbers aren't what you would think it is at this time of the year, but he's always been a slow starter. It's a big loss, guy. Siphon, let's go for sure. Luckily, McLean pitched today. Luckily is right. McLean got rocked too, didn't he? They got absolutely rocked. What's up, Jackson Prophet? Yes, the Yankees did lose for sure. Check out the poll, guys. Who should be the leadoff hitter? I'm going to leave it up there for a little bit. I want your opinion. Kurtz, Wilson, McNeil, or Butler? Always a good win. Jeffrey Springs was dominant today. You know, when we made the trade for Jeffrey Springs last year, gave up Joe Boyle, who would have thought we'd have 2 starters in our rotation? But Jeffrey Springs is starting to be that guy. And I said it in the offseason. Excuse me. I said it in spring training. McLean was good as usual, huh? I didn't know that. McLean gave up 7 in their bullpen. McLean's filthy. Buggy Ben, how are you, sir? Good to see you again, man. Great win tonight, 6-9 for the first Booney season, looking good. Yeah, Buggy, you know, right now we're 5-7, right? 6-9. We got to take 1 of 3 in New York. You know, I think we put ourselves in a position to take more than just 1 game. But yes, to your point, Buggy, 1 game we hit the goal, then we worry about the next 15. Appreciate you coming by again, my friend. I hope all is well, man. Johnny Moore, live in Scranton, Pennsylvania, home of his Yanks. Get brag about the A's. It's going to be Geloff's going to get the call up. Geloff's going to get the call up. One thing, Geloff has done a good job. Let me tell you Geloff's numbers in AAA. Geloff's numbers in AAA has been good. What I'm most impressed with Geloff in AAA is, yes, he's hit 366. 1.251 OPS, 4 bombs, 10 RBIs, 13 walks, 7 strikeouts in 54 plate appearances. That's the key, guys. That's about 14% right there. That's what Zach Geloff's been struggling with. For the last 2 years, that is all Zach Geloff's been struggling with. So when I look at the statistics of Zach Geloff. I'm like, has this guy turned the corner? We don't know. But what is something that I am optimistic about when saying, yes, maybe this guy finally did turn the corner, is not the 366 batting average. Isn't the 4 bombs. It's the 13 walks and 7 Ks. Something he hasn't done yet. Very happy about that. BBQ, I hope Geloff can resist breaking balls out of the zone. Yeah, absolutely. That's always been his kryptonite, right? But so far in Vegas, he's shown that. And the biggest thing with Zach Geloff, BBQ, as you know, health. He's finally healthy, big feller. He's finally healthy. He's finally healthy. Wonder if Geloff might press knowing he's running out of chances. I think Zach Geloff's kind of already hit that rock bottom, right? I think a lot of us A's fans, I know a lot of you were, kind of gave up on Geloff. Put Geloff and Bleday in that same little box. Well, look who's getting the call up, right? Can he be that guy? Any more info on Rooker's back? I don't have any more info except it sounds like and almost certain that he's going to hit the IL. JT Ginn is starting tomorrow, which I'm okay with. Remember, who was the team that drafted JT Ginn? Exactly right, the Mets. The Mets drafted JT Ginn. Who was JT Ginn's first start against last year in Sacramento? The Mets. He absolutely dealt. I'm pleased. I'm happy JT Ginn's on the mound. We saw sparks of JT Ginn in spring training. We saw him absolutely shove his first 2 outings. Then he did what JT Ginn did. Loses control, loses command, walk. 3-run bomb. It's kind of JT Ginn's thing. I think he's going to be okay, though. I think he's going to have a start. What do you got? Dads that stay at home, I would just rotate DH. Maybe Cortez, Geloff, platoon. Not at DH. I mean, I don't think you want them at DH. I mean, if anybody's going to DH, what do we do? What do you do with the infield? You can't really move McNeil to third just like that without him playing an inning. It's going to still be Muncy at third. I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. Seems like workout warrior types always have lat oblique issues. That one looked like it hurt today, Ultra. That looked like it hurt. Booney, let's get 2 of 3 from the Mets. I am with you, Sem boy. You said it, bud. Booney, who's your favorite Oakland A's player of all time? Tony Armas. That's a good call, man. Everyone forgets Tony Armas had MVP votes in 80, 81. He was an absolute terror in that 2-half season. There was a strike in 81, Buggy. And in order to turn playoff spots, they played a first half of the season and a second half of the season. And Tony Armas back then was one of the better players in baseball. But that's a great call on Tony Armas. Me, personally, how can you not go 3-5, then 2-4? Ricky Henderson. Good call on Tony Armas, though, Buggy. I like that call. And yeah, I mean, he was legit, Tony Armas, back in his days. Billy Martin, it's who I grew up with. Great call, bud. Who's going for the Mets? I think Clay Holmes is going tomorrow. They got Clay Holmes, Senga, and Peterson. Holmes, Senga, and Peterson. Gettable. Be nice to see our offense break out a little bit, huh? I'm feeling pretty confident on Hogan Harris being a consistent closer role. Might be nice. I don't think he's going to do that. I think it's just going to be matchups. I mean, tomorrow, for all we know, it could be back to Leiter. It could be Kuno. It could be Alvarado. I don't think you're going to have a set role, but yes, if it was up to me, which it isn't, not to surprise you guys, but it's not up to me. It would be Sterner 8th, Hogan Harris 9th, just like it was today. I don't know. I don't know. What else you guys got here? Mets can pitch with Soto out of their lineup doesn't scare me. Yeah, Soto's a big deal, isn't it, Siphon? Him not being in the lineup is just such a huge deal, for sure. But with that being said, I think the A's need to continue to have some consistency with regard to the rotation if they want to be a contender. If they want to be a contender for the playoffs, we need to establish some sort of consistency. I like JT Ginn. I like the option. The A's also brought up Jack Perkins. We could possibly see a combo start, right? It could start Ginn for maybe 3 innings, Perkins for 3 innings, and see where it goes from there. Ginn's been pretty effective the first time through the lineup. I could see Ginn going for 3 innings, sending it over to Perkins, sending it over to the bullpen. I could see that happening. I hope they take some pitches, make them work. We don't want to get overly conservative. I think we got to just let them hit. There was a bunch of outings against Toronto where we did that. And all of a sudden, 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, every single at bat, it seemed like we were 1-2. It almost felt like they knew we were going to kind of take. I think, and Kurtz has been doing that a lot. Kurtz has been taking good pitches just to kind of go in that leadoff role. Did we panic much? The A's and Jays are both 5-7, feeling completely different going into tomorrow. Baseball's a crazy thing, my A's bias. That's how we roll. You know how we roll. Have you talked about Springs? I'm not going to lie. I've been a Springs hater until now. BBQ, I haven't. Briefly, I love Springs. Springs, to me, is a left-handed Logan Webb. Hear me out a little bit. Hear me out. Before he got his Tommy John surgery, he was one of the better left-handers in all of the American League for the Tampa Bay Rays. He got his surgery. It takes time. You don't know how the arm's going to recover from Tommy John. He came back. The key thing with Springs is his fastball. If his fastball's ticking 92, 93, he's a whole different pitcher because his out pitch, his strikeout pitch, his filth pitch is that changeup. If that changeup is working, it's a swing and miss pitch constantly. Only if his fastball's ticking off at 92, 93. What happened last year is his fastball was maxing out around 89, 90. So what happens? We saw it in the Tampa Bay series when what's-his-name came to the plate. Morel, that little hack. I can't believe it. I was at that game. And Morel, all he did, and this is just an example of the season, Morel sat changeup. He knew if he was going to get changeup, he was going to hammer it. But the fastball wasn't fast enough to get it by him. He could still recover if he saw a fastball. And that's the big deal going on with Springs, is that fastball starting to tick up. And when that fastball's ticking up, he had everybody today guessing. He had everybody today guessing because his changeup is elite. That's what's going on with Springs. It was a matter of time with Jeffrey Springs. Guess what, guys? We have a team option for Jeffrey Springs next year. Geloff probably at second most days, McNeil to the outfield. Siphon, I personally want to see that. I have a feeling, I hope they don't. I have a feeling they're going to play Geloff in the outfield and McNeil at second. I hope that's not the case because Geloff is really good defensively. T-Dog, what's up, brother? Perkins back up. Yes. Think we'll see him have a chance to start or keep him in the pen. I think it's going to be a combo start tomorrow, T-Dog. I think it's going to be Ginn for 3-4 innings, see how that goes, and then go to Perkins. That's how I see that going. And I think that's what they basically had the plan with Morales and Ginn. If you remember, they kind of held Ginn back until Morales' start in Atlanta. And then Ginn kind of came in for the next 3 innings or whatever it was after Morales walked the whole freaking chat in this thing. Tough watching Wilson struggle swinging butts. He'll be all right. He's pressing a little bit. He'll be all right. I'm with you. He had a rough series. What was the series numbers are scrolling at the top of the page, just to let you know. Yeah, Wilson 1 for 13. And that one hit was earlier on today. So, yeah, brutal. Absolutely brutal. He'll come around. He's just too good of a hitter. He hit that one on the dot, though. Remember, we had a runner on second. What inning was that? Like the 6th, I think. And he hit a line drive right to center field. And it was right at whoever the hell was playing center field for the Yanks at that time. It was an absolute bullet. So he blooped one in. It's just the way it goes right now, guys. He'll be fine. I think Geloff knows his chance to stay up. I think he'll be fine, man. I think Geloff's big thing, even when he went down last year, guys, he was striking out a ton. He wasn't the same hitter. I don't really care about average and power and how many home runs for a guy like Geloff. The biggest thing that caught me was his Ks, right? He's not striking out. That's a big deal for Geloff. For the last few years, he's been somewhere at like 27, 28, 29% strikeout rate. 13% now? Good for him. I hope he does stay off. I think he will. I think he's got it figured out. Also, you got to remember also, CC, it's yes, Geloff was struggling, but he's also been hurt. It seems like he's healthy now. It seems like it. I dread Wilson batting because I know he can't beat out a double play. Well, I mean, there's a lot of guys that aren't beating out double plays, but I hear what you're saying, BBQ. I think Geloff knows this is his chance to stay up for good. Wouldn't be surprised to see him start hot. He's been hot in Vegas. He steals bases. One of the few A's that does so. Buggy Ben, coolest name on the chat. Let's just play good ball so we can play meaningful games in August and September. Good pitching and good D. Hey, Buggy, you get it. You absolutely get it, kiddo. Daddy, with the offense problems Muncy with the defense problems Muncy has, how about him DHing while Rooker is out, McNeil, Ibanez at third, Geloff at second? I'm hesitant on a McNeil at third. He hasn't played third. I know he's played it in the past. It's been a handful of games. It hasn't been a lot. He didn't touch third base in spring training. Is he still a better option than McNeil? Maybe. I think we got to ride with Muncy. I'm not happy about it either. I think you got to give him that shot. I don't think it's much of an upgrade to McNeil from Muncy. Listen, Ibanez has made 2 errors. Ibanez booted one bad today. Who says he's an upgrade? It's rough right now defensively. If Denzel hits under 200, are they going to keep him out there? What's the absolute worst he can hit and still be playable? I think we're going to give him another 15 games. I think it's this series and then 15 more games. If he hasn't figured out, if he continues to be an auto out, we got to figure it out. Or here's what's going to happen, BBQ. When Rooker comes off the DL, we had to first find out how serious his injury is. There's going to be a spot. Who are they going to send down? Denzel's name is going to be one of those guys that are competing to stay on the roster. He has to hit. He can't be that auto out. What's up, CC? Max Muncy has a lot more power than I realized. He's great for the bottom of the cheese. Muncy is great for anywhere right now, man. Another great series by Muncy. Muncy's absolutely tearing the cover off the ball. Muncy, 4 for 12, 3 runs scored, a double, a triple. He struck out only 4 times. The kid's killing the ball. Jeff McNeil, 4 for 8. Kurtz, 5 for 14. He's starting to come. Tyler, big hit today, 3 for 13, though. Wilson, batted balls and plays like 217. Ugh, that's not going to happen all year. No, it won't. I think the idea of Geloff and Jacob Wilson, who has been a big leap in glove and defense, could be good defensive infield. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's also a good chemistry move too, right? MLB, when you're talking about Zach Geloff, you're talking about a guy that was supposed to be the original guy. He was supposed to be the original core, right? Second round pick out of Virginia. He was supposed to be the guy. And he started out as the guy in the second half of 2023. He is part of this young core. He's going to do wonders for that clubhouse. I'm sure everybody is so fired up that he's up there. I think it's a good culture move as well. And he deserves it. He deserves it. If Rooker hits IL, it's going to be Zach Geloff, my A's. Nicky Singles needs to get that timing locked in. So the power, I think Nicky Singles just needs to take what's coming to him, right? He needs to take what's coming to him. If it's walks, walk away. If it's singles the other way, single away. The power will come. He's too good of a hitter. The only thing he can't do is force the issue. If Lawrence Butler cut about 80 strikeouts off his average from last year, he's been pretty good. Yeah, Butler's playing good. 2 for 8 in this series. 3 walks, 3 Ks. Way better than he's been. He had another solid at bat, solid hit today. He's fine, guys. In the Astros series, he was 4 for 13. In the Braves series, he was 1 for 8. In the Blue Jays series, 0 for 4. He's been okay. But we see signs that Butler's starting to be that guy. For me, it's always been Lawrence Butler in that leadoff spot. I want to see Lawrence Butler lead off. This offense is deep. This offense is potent when Lawrence Butler is that guy. And we saw that in July and August in 2024. Top 3 individuals in that offense. You know who they were? Lawrence Butler, Brett Rooker. Can any of you tell me who the most third potent player in that offense was in July and August? I bet you can't. I'm going to give you a couple minutes. Who was the third most potent player in that offense? Because it's going to make a point that I'm going to come to next. It's going to make a point what I come to next. If you tell me who the most third potent offensive player was in July, August, second half 2024. Who's going to DH? That's a good question, Jackson. I think a number of guys are. I think it depends on who's pitching. If Ibanez is going to be there, you put Ibanez at third, and you put Muncy at the DH. I think there's a number of things you can do. I think that's one of them as well. Sam, I feel good about the Mets series. Let's hope Kotsay has a better plan for the bullpen. I think at the same time, I think we have to go in that Mets series. I don't care, Soto, no Soto. We got to go in with the same type of urgency that we did for the Yankee series. My A's, Muncy lead off. Stop it. Hey, listen, at my A's, I wouldn't be surprised at anybody they put in the leadoff spot. I would hate that. I hate Kurtz being leadoff. But if you didn't hear earlier, guys, the breaking news, I am not in charge of the lineup. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Muncy has been a pleasant surprise. Yeah, he has. Good to see him hitting well. DH looks like a good spot for him right now. Ibanez hasn't been great at third. Would like to see Brett Harris there. But But Brett Harris, who's he going to take the spot of? We're bringing up Geloff. There's no room. There's no room. Listen, I'm a big Brett Harris fan. You don't have to tell me. Well, he doesn't get cheated when he hits. Athletics rants. You did miss the Jeffrey Springs rant. I'll get to that in a second. Jackson Prophet, Ryan Noda for 2024 second half. JJ Bleday. It was Max Schumann, guys. It was Max Schumann. Max Schumann in July and August, second half of 2024, was on an absolute tear. And the reason why it's so important now, and to my point, is that Max Schumann batted in the 9 hole. And he was either able to get on base via hit, walk, whatever it may be. And half those rallies that came through in the second half of 2024 was because he was able to flip over the lineup to Butler. And remember, back then, Rooker batted second. It was Schumann, always got on base, was a killer. Butler was on fire, and Rooker. Literally, one of the best records in the American League in 2024, July, August. He was an absolute tear. So it is important that we have someone in the 9-hole that can hit. I wouldn't mind seeing Jeff McNeil in that 9-hole. It's so darn important. Booney, thank you, Timmy. In. Athletics rant. You deserve it. What I was saying about Jeffrey Springs is the big thing. What's really made a difference in Jeffrey Springs is the fastball kicking up a couple notches, right? What's Jeffrey Springs' out pitch? Changeup. So last year the issue was fastball, 89. Changeup was filthy. Still good. Not as good as it is right now. But last year what they were doing with Jeffrey Springs is they were sitting changeup. Fastball comes, it's at 89. They can still react to it. They aren't late to it because it wasn't fast. If you saw today, if you saw the first few starts of Jeffrey Springs, he has everybody guessing, man. He is absolute filth. And that's the key. His fastball's ticking up a couple miles per hour. Huge for Jeffrey Springs. Huge. Here's another thing, guys. I even have better news for you. Even better news. Jeffrey Springs, the A's have a team option for Jeffrey Springs in 2027 if there is a season for $15 million. And $15 million for a left-handed pitcher is like a damn bargain. Guys like Patrick Corbin are going for like $15 million. I mean, holy cow. Like $15 million for a freaking pitcher is like 2 for 1 at McDonald's, getting like 2 Big Macs for the price of 1. Nutty. I mean, nuts. I think it's important, Jacob Wilson, that he bats leadoff. Hey, listen, I'm with you, Timmy. I like the idea of Jacob Wilson batting leadoff as well, but it's not going to happen. He has been lights out, for sure. A's versus the Met equals Booney versus Frank the Tank. That's a good one, Buggy Ben. Pay that easily. Oh, for sure. 100%. I mean, can you imagine if Jeffrey Springs, I mean, even after these first 3 starts, how people are just nuts over pitchers and how expensive. Like, hey, Jeffrey Springs doesn't have to pitch the rest of the year and he becomes a free agent, let's say. He'll sign like 5 years, $125 million. It's crazy how expensive pitchers are. Giolito is still out there. We're not getting him. We're not getting him. I wish. We're not getting him. Team option, $15 million is actually $4 million less than Sean Manaea next year. Could be best pitching. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, man. For a while there, when last year was happening, daddies that stay at home I was like looking at the contracts and I'm like, all right, cool. We have a team option for Jeffrey Springs, you know, maybe not exercise that, but hey, I'll tell you this much. I'm pretty sure Severino's already opted in. $22 million, man. Listen, I like Severino. Severino's been pitching really well. He fights. He's a stud. He's a fighter. I think he's been doing great, but it's a load. It's a load. We already know that, though. We got the Mets. What are we going to expect from the Mets? The Mets are still good. The Mets are still elite even without Juan Soto. I talked about the pitching matchups a little bit earlier, and I think for the A's, that's what it really comes down to. Are you going to be able to execute pitches in order to keep your team offensively in it? As far as their 3 pitchers and who they're rolling up, Clay Holmes, right? Former Yankee, former bullpen Yankee. Kodai Senga. We saw Senga last year in Sacramento. He dealt against us. And we have David Peterson. We saw him in Sacramento as well last year. We beat Peterson, if my memory is not mistaken. Yeah, it was Ginn against Peterson. We got that game. And, I'll be happy. If they win one game, I'll be happy with the road trip and a 6-9 start with a brutal schedule to open the season. That's the goal. That was the goal. And what I did want to do today, I almost forgot. Thanks for the reminder. Before we end today's session, I want to predict the next 15 games. Okay? I want to set the expectations for the next 15 games, and I need your help. I don't expect them to win any series. Jeez. So far, every series has been a coin flip. It won't go the A's way every time. Jesus, Prot G3B. Oh, my God. You were supposed to say that on Tuesday when I was about to run through the wall. You got me a little bit depressed on that one, Prot. I hear what you're saying, but there'll be plenty of time for those messages. I get it. You're right. Yeah, I saw that, Timmy. It's Susac, 6 for 7. Great. Unbelievable. How do we let Susac go? 6 for 7. First round pick out of Arizona, just like that. Let him go. And who do we keep on the 40-man? For him, it was Chen Zong Zhao. He got rocked in Vegas. Thanks, Timmy. It put me in a great mood there. Yeah, man. I'm kidding, but that was nutty, wasn't it? That was nutty. Through all the guys that you could have protected and let off the 40-man, all the options you have, you don't protect Susac? Whatever, dude. All right. I'm going to try to erase those two messages off my thing because I don't get that either. Of course he's 6 for 7. It's unreal. It's unreal. All right. After the Mets, let's figure this out, guys. 6-9 for the first goal. We have 3 games left. Let's hit that goal. We got to get one more win. Next 15. 4 at home against the Rangers. They're probably going to have Eovaldi, Gore, Kumon Rocker, and Leiter. At least we missed DeGrom, it looks like. 3 against the White Sox. In Seattle for 3. In Texas for 3. And then Kansas City back home for 3. We only count 2 of them. So that's your 15. Check it out. Give me your predictions. 4 at home against Texas. 3 at home against the White Sox. White Sox are playing better baseball. 3 on the road against Seattle. 3 on the road against Texas. We come back home for 3 against the Royals. I'm only counting the first 2 to make the second season 15. The first goal was 9-6. Out of those next 15, what do you think the A's will go? What's your expectation? What's your goal? One more time. Texas for 4. White Sox for 3. In Seattle for 3. In Texas for 3. At home against the Royals for 2. My expectation for the first series against Texas and the White Sox is 4-3. I'm happy. 4-3. I want to win 1 in Seattle. I want to win 1 in the next series, 3 in Seattle, 3 in Texas. I want to split that. That's 7. And then 2 at home against KC. I want to get us both that. My goal for the next 15 is 9-6. First goal for the first 15, 6-9. Goal for the second 15, 9-6. Let's see what happens. Athletic 9-6. Hey, great minds think alike, bud. ultra modern 14-1. Maybe. Why not? That's my exact breakdown. 8-7. That's okay. I don't mind the 8-7 as well. White Sox aren't the old White Sox. They're a better team. And I'm glad we're missing DeGrom. Here's the thing, though. Evaldi's not the old Evaldi. Gore, Leiter's good. Kumar Rocker, we got him last year. Severino against Evaldi. I like that. Springs against Gore. And then it's that fifth spot, right? You got that Ginn-Perkin deal against Rocker. Lopez against Leiter. Savale against Fede. Severino, we don't know who the White Sox are rolling. Springs against Burke. I like 9-6. 9-6 is reasonable. I think we get 2 in Seattle. Yeah, for that in Seattle, we got 3 in Seattle, 3 in Texas, right? 3 in Seattle, 3 in Texas. 3-3. Whether it's 2 in Seattle, whether it's 2 in Texas, 3-3. Savali's pitching, isn't he, A-Rance? He's pitching, man. Yeah. I think we all owe Savali an apology. I think every single one of us on this chat should apologize. I'll start. I am sorry, Aaron Savali, because we ripped this guy so bad after his first start. I mean, this poor kid had no idea how bad he was getting ripped on last call. Well, we were doing last call back then, but still, you get it. On A-Rance had his chat on Twitter. Savali was just getting absolutely torched. I mean, we all owe Savali an apology. But, hey, he's been pitching, man. He's been pitching for sure. His bullpen stepped up big time, too, the last couple days. It's been good, man. It's been a good run. A-Rance. 1-2 in Seattle, 2-1 in Texas. We always play the flukiest game in Seattle. Yeah, you're right about that. We have 2 starters under 3. We can't be mad. Seattle can't hit. A's may be able to sweep. I mean, let's not underestimate that Seattle team. It's not like, hey, we're running with all sorts of good luck in Seattle either. And it's not like, hey, what's been nice about the 5-7 record and where we're at, and what was nice about the New York series and all that, we started winning 50-50 games. That's what was nice about it. But by no means, when you really look at this A's team, we're still not hitting, right? We're not hitting at all. We've had a couple of good games where we have really hit well as a team. The first game in Houston and the last game in Houston. That's about it. In Toronto, we put up 7 run game, but that was all Shea. There's only been really one game where we've lit it up. And yeah, we've seen Muncy do well. 2 games. First game, Houston. Second game, third game, Houston. That's it. Pitching's been, I think we'd all agree, better than what we think it is. We got a long way to go. But, hey, it's good to be where we should be right now at 5-7. Happy about that. If Rooker goes on the IL, who's coming up? Bill, Zach Geloff's going to come up. It's going to be Geloff. That's another thing, guys. We're not going to have Rooker during those 15 games. It's a big deal. That is a big deal. We don't win that game Sunday without Rooker. No chance. Rooker still provides that depth we need in that lineup, and he still provides that leadership we need in that clubhouse. It's a big deal losing Rooker. We can't underestimate that loss. We can't think, hey, we took a series from the Yankees. Geloff's been tearing up Vegas. We're just fine. It is a big deal. Geloff agenda will thrive, I believe. Listen, A-Rance, I said it earlier. The big thing I'm impressed with Geloff, which you probably didn't know, most of us didn't know, is that Geloff's strikeouts, 7 Ks in 54 plate appearances in Vegas. That's the most impressive. right? That's around a 14% strikeout rate. For the last 3 seasons, he's been around 28%. He's walked 13 times. It's a big deal. That's what's been most impressive. And that's what makes me a little bit optimistic about Zach Geloff is that strikeout rate is down. It's the only big change I've seen. Tyler needs to step it up with Rooker out. Yeah, for sure, he will. I mean, everybody does. Everybody does. And I think we have the lineup to do so. Dylan, what's up, bud? Currently 24th in baseball with the 645 OPS. Hey, listen, 24th in baseball, 645 OPS. It feels like we should be 30th with like a 450 OPS. It's fine. It's good. Against the schedule we've had, 5-7, take it. Take it. I thought we would finish 6-9 playing really good baseball. And I don't think anybody here can sit here and say, hey, the A's have played extraordinarily well baseball to be at the record we're at. We've won some 50-50 games. We've lost a couple. We've fought. We've been there. Yes, it is good. Team OPS. Yep, I'm with you. Hey, Rance, if he doesn't perform here, I'm afraid that Geloff agenda might be over. Well, so let's hope not. Let's hope not. You know? I mean, hey, Rance, can you save that comment until he goes like 0 for 5 with like 4 Ks? Hey, by the way, how's the game today, man? Was it still cold out there? Freezing? Must have been another great game. Yankee fans angry. Angry. Hey, you want to hear a good podcast? I tell you 2 podcasts to listen to when the team loses. Go listen to Locked On Yankees and Locked On Cubs. But there is nothing better than hearing them talk during their deal after a loss. They're like, hey, how'd we lose? The Rangers is the other one. Because the Rangers, you swear, are 26 times world champs. You wait the way you hear them. The Rangers live in some world is crazy, man. It's nutty. If he doesn't perform here, you're right. No more dooming. I think he's going to be good, man. I mean, just, again, the one thing that was consistent with Geloff, even last year when he got sent down, even in spring training when you thought there was a little bit of hope, he struck out a ton. And that was always something there. So seeing him not strike out, walk 13 times, it's different. It's different. It reminds me of the second half, small sample size we saw in Zach Geloff in 2023. Am I reaching a little bit there? Maybe, maybe not. It was nothing like walking out of the stadium with the so good. Hey, Yankee fans still think Judge is like their Superman. Hey, Yankee fans, you guys haven't won a World Series forever. And Judge has just done nothing. I mean, every time Judge came up to the plate in a lot of clutch moments today, man. A lot of clutch moments. And the Yankee fans were like, hey, Aaron, save us. Hey, great game today, guys. Great series. Mets, 4:05 first pitch. I should be here for last call. Post game tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, 9:15 at the very latest. Generally more scared of Rosario than Judge. Jesus, Rosario, what did he end up doing in this series? Let's give you a little bit of what the Yankees do before I bail out on you. Judge, 1 for 9 with a run, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Rosario was 3 for 10, and that's with an 0 for 2 today, 2 walks, 3 for 10, 4 RBIs, 2 bombs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Who else showed? Grisham, 1 for 8. Bellinger, 2 for 12. Ben Rice, 2 for 10. Stanton, 1 for 10. Chisholm, 1 for 7. Austin Wells, 1 for 6. I'm getting happier and happier as I continue to read this. Ryan McMahon, they throw Ryan McMahon under the bus every chance they get. They hate Ryan McMahon. 17 straight innings without a run against the A's. Hey, A-Rants, let's make it 26. And on that note, I will see you all later. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for cruising through.